A proposed expansion by the Hatfield and McCoy trail system into parts of Wayne County has sparked interest and concern for some people who live there and trail riders.
News Channel 3's Kelsey Soto spoke with everyone involved about these potential changes to hear some and hears from some others about the importance of preserving family traditions.
We have beautiful country that you're not going to be able to access, that people are never going to be able to see.
In the southern parts of Wayne County, along East Lynn, outlaw riding, as they call it, isn't just a hobby. It's a way of life.
These are not friends. This is family. You know, that's why we continue to come down here. I bring my children here. And my youngest, well, my two youngest, they won't be able to ride this no more. And they enjoy it. You know.
But it's the famous Hatfield-McCoy feud and their namesake trail that's brewing up a new battle.
Do it the right way for the people of Wayne County. This was Wayne County land, Wayne County people's lands. These families are still here.
A proposal being presented to the Army Corps of Engineers by the Hatfield and McCoy trail system has drawn some major criticism and backlash, racking up more than 11,000 signatures in an online petition. Officials with the trail system say the proposal would expand their footprint into Wayne County by taking over existing trails in the East Lynn Lake area. If it goes through, they say it would close some routes, but it would provide other safe, legal places to ride. For those who have spent their lives riding these trails, they fear the takeover would only take away miles of trail and tread on the experience they know and love.
And a 40-mile trail system is actually going to hurt the businesses that have already started to benefit from this.
And while these riders built a family, others were born blood.
I think there's 180 graves in Sally Smith Cemetery. People have been buried there as recently as this year.
Along the trails are dozens of family cemeteries, generations of loved ones laid to rest, tucked deep into the country. Sounds and voices can carry uninterrupted for miles.
Like the springtime heats the warm sunshine.
This is our family cemetery. We're going to take care of it.
Throughout the rolling hills set up high on a mountaintop, some say it's the peace and quiet that draws them to this eternal sanctuary.
You see people here that you won't see but just at one time. The whole year passed by and you don't get to see nobody hardly anymore.
This annual pilgrimage by the Maynards allows them to honor and celebrate the lives of those who have walked these fields before them.
I'm going somewhere after this life is over.
It's a tradition that needs to be continued.
Graveside cemetery meetings like this happen all summer long and date back to at least the 1800s, a tribute to their ancestors they worry will only be found in history books.
And it's very important to them people that's got a cemetery over on this hill, the cemetery on this hill. It's very important to everybody in this community.
Senator Mark Maynard plans to be buried here on this land, right next to the rest of his family. But the journey out here is not for the faint of heart.
45 minutes or an hour from the blacktop, but I figure I love this area so good that if somebody wants to visit my grave, they're going to have to drive through the land that I love to see me, and maybe it may spark an interest in them to also love this land.
He fears the trail system may cut off their access to these properties and their need to pay their respects. But we took those concerns straight to the executive director, who says that will never be the case.
In no instance would we ever close off a family's ability to have ingress or egress to the grave sites of their relatives.
Jeff Lusk says the published maps in the proposal don't tell the whole story. The plan is still in the early stages and more work needs to be done.
We will work with you. We will work with the Corps. We're on the front end of this proposal. We're still working with the Corps. The Corps will tell us how they want that ingress and egress to be to those sites. They will show us where they want those roads to be. We will actually upkeep and maintain those roads to make sure those families can get there.
And while the road ahead may not be paved clearly just yet, those who travel it often say they hope the path through these mountains will always lead them home.
If it be the Lord's will, He'll let us be here next year.
Kelsey Soto, WSAZ, News Channel 3, Wayne County.
We reached out to the West Virginia Department of Transportation for a little bit of clarity on that plan, but we have not yet heard back.
We can tell you the public comment period ends September 2nd if you'd like to submit any comments, questions, or concerns. And we have a link on how to do that on WSAZ.com.